And Fletcher Brown, and another artist video blog here on Kicks 96. And you may or may not remember. I hope that you do remember. Because there are three big stars in Alabama. And I always say that the what is it the saying? The stars fell in Alabama. We just keep making them. We just keep making them. These three ladies have they've been on the scene for a couple of years now. They just recently had a lineup change. But the Sweet Tea Trio is back to talk with us at Kicks 96 about all things new with the Sweet Tea Trio. So let's talk to Kate, Victoria, and Charity. Ladies, how are you?
Hello. We're great. Well, thank you so much for having us.
Well, welcome back to Kicks 96. We talked a little bit off camera about the last time that we saw you. And I believe that the last time that we saw you was in 2017, at least not the last time that I saw you. It was 2017 at the Helen Keller Festival. You guys opened for Phil Vassar. But so much has happened since that. You released your own EP. You actually have music out, an EP out now. So now that was very successful. Talk to us a little bit about your journey from there to now. What's new with the Sweet Tea Trio?
Wow! So since that point, it's been hot minutes since that point, a long time.
I'm just gonna go away and let y'all talk.
Yeah, we released an EP in 2017. It was just a couple songs, and it did really, really well. And since then, we've signed a management deal with Kid Rock.
Yeah.
Everyone always loves to talk about what's it like working with Kid Rock, and we've been very blessed to have someone like him on our team. And we also signed with Vector Management out of Nashville. Really excited.
That's Robert Ritchie, right?
Yes, Robert Ritchie.
Okay.
And we have a new little superstar in our group. It's Charity. She's sitting over here by us. The biggest blessing in our lives to join this group, and we've just been rocking and rolling, going up to Nashville a lot since COVID ended. Yeah. The pandemic obviously changed everyone's lives, and it changed our lives, but honestly a little bit for the better. It gave us time to slow down and find the perfect person to join our group. And now we're working on new music in Nashville. We're getting ready to record. We've been writing a ton, and we're just excited for what the future holds.
Well, and now that's going to be my big question. Everybody that I've talked to over the last year, all the artists that I've done these interviews with, I've always had the same question. How has the pandemic affected you? How has it impacted you? I mean, beyond the obvious that, maybe you're playing to smaller audiences, if at all, it might affect your ability to even go into the studio and play with the band, how you record. So how has the last year impacted you? Has it changed the way that you see, your band going forward, or what has it taught you?
It's definitely been big changes, but like Kate said earlier, definitely for the better. I think we've been through a couple member changes. Charity's now in our group, and I feel like the pandemic really showed us who we were as artists and what we really had in us. Because it was challenging for everybody, and in this industry, you kind of get to show everybody what you're made of and what you came out of the quarantine with. So we have so much new music and so many great new things.
All right. Now, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think I can proudly say that all of you are from the great state of Alabama. Is that correct?
Yes. Yes.
All right. So, Charity, you're new to me, so forgive me. I wasn't entirely sure. I didn't want, if you were like from Mississippi or somewhere, I didn't want to get that wrong. But you're all from Alabama. So tell me really quick, what parts of Alabama are you from, and how did you find one another? Like, Charity, how did you find Kate, Victoria, or did you find her?
Well, we actually all met the same vocal coach. When I first started singing, all I heard about was Sweet Tea Trio and Falcon and Victoria Camp, and that was all I ever heard about. And so in my mind, I was like, I want to be like those girls. And I didn't meet them until probably a year or two after I had been hearing their names. And when I met them, it was just like instant friends, I think. And so we've been friends for about 6 years.
Wow.
And yeah,
crazy.
We took it slow. But I'm actually from Montgomery, Alabama.
Oh, Montgomery.
Hope Hull, Alabama.
Mm-hmm.
That's on the beach. That's the only thing.
I am familiar. What about you two?
I'm from Gadsden, Alabama, so North Alabama. I'm the
good fishing in Gadsden.
There is the Coosa River. We got it. It runs right through.
Yeah, and then I'm from Tuscaloosa, Alabama, which we all know what's there.
Yeah, I can't say it. My side won't let me say it, but I get where you're going with that. I do know.
I'll keep it. I won't say it.
So some of my favorite people are from Tuscaloosa. It's okay. It's okay. So
That's from where I'm from, born and raised in Northport, though. So maybe.
nope, not at all. It's like, no, you're good people down there. Good, you're all good people down there. I love all of you. All right, so I've been looking through your Facebook page, just trying to introduce myself to the Sweet Tea Trio in the last year or so of your lives, and you guys have been playing quite a few gigs, in and around Alabama, from here to Nashville in the Southeast. Have you guys had a chance to tour outside of the Southeast, or like how far have you gone, and what are some of the more interesting gigs that you played?
Since COVID, we really haven't toured a whole bunch. The music industry is just starting to open up. But before that, we were rocking and rolling. The furthest that we've gone, we actually got to go overseas and play for a military base in Qatar, which was so cool, so much fun. We want to go back and bring Charity with us.
Yeah.
She's like, yeah, we want to go. So that's the furthest that we've traveled. We flew over the ocean. And
wow.
That was real big.
But that had to have been just beautiful, the whole experience,
Oh,
my
it was.
Goodness.
A whole newfound respect for our military.
Yeah.
We're actually playing a show this weekend in Florida, and it supports the troops, and we're excited to be a part of that. But I mean, man, you get over there and you put your sunglasses on and you walk outside, and instantly the frames on your sunglasses up.
Oh yeah, you gotta take your sunglasses off. Oh yeah,
it's like 106 degrees over there. It's insane.
It's
yeah.
I've never felt in my life.
It's like standing under the sun.
It's like crazy.
We really, I really think we don't really appreciate as much as we should what they deal with over there. When we take a lot for granted. I've a great many family members who are military, and I know that they deal with a lot over there. So good for you. And you get down there to Florida, you tell them we said, hey, here in Alabama. Okay. All right. Well, now before we end, I do want to talk about new music. Now, by this point in the interview, you have thousands of brand new fans who are just falling in love with all three of you, and they're all wondering, it's like, well, the last thing we heard was Needle in a Haystack, so what's new music? What are we going to get from the Sweet Tea Trio?
Some exciting stuff.
Do we know, like, by the end of the year, maybe the summer?
Oh, definitely by the end of this year for sure. Yes. We can't say too much about it, but all we know is that we're coming back bigger and better, a brand new Sweet Tea. It's so far off from our first record, but yet it still is us. I feel like it's the truest, most authentic form of us as a band thus far.
I think we could definitely say, for a sneak peek, it has a lot of authentic country elements that are going to be in our records.
Not so pop as our first.
Yes.
Okay.
When you listen to this record, you're going to hear country music. We can promise you that much.
Those girls are from Alabama.
Hey, I was sold when you said it, country music. So now have you written all of the songs, or have Nashville songwriters given you some contributions for this, or a mix of both?
We've written everything on the record. So
really,
it's a cool thing.
Have you had any opportunities to meet or co-write with any Nashville songwriters at all?
Oh, yeah. The three of us have been writing for a really, really long time.
Oh, yeah.
But, recently we've made friends with people like Wyatt Durrett, who's written, golly, every Zac Brown hit known to man. And he's such a great person. Brett Cobb.
Marlon Canning Goodman.
Yes.
The Fool for Lee and Womack, which Charity loved.
Oh, my goodness.
I do, but also she wrote a Sarah Evans song, Better Off, that
such a good
I
song.
really love.
And getting to make friends with the people who have inspired you through your career is something so special. So we feel really blessed to get to write and be friends, genuine friends with some of the greatest writers in the game.
All right. Well, if you made it this far, I know that you are as impressed with these young ladies as I am and have been. I highly recommend that you go and find their self-titled debut EP and look for new music from the Sweet Tea Trio. Ladies, if you're brand new fans and looking to learn more about you online, where do they go?
We've got all all the stuff. So Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. It's just Sweet Tea Like the Drink and Trio, because there's 3 of us girls, and that's how you find us, connect with us, follow our schedule, because shows are coming back, baby.
They are.
And we can't wait to see you live again. So make sure that you keep up with us at Kicks 96 so that we know where you're playing, when you're playing there, and we can send folks to you, okay?
Thank
Great,
you.
thank
Thank you
you.
for having us.
All right. Thank you once again to our guests, Kate, Victoria, and Charity. They are the Sweet Tea Trio. Look for them at sweetteatrio.com. Find them on Facebook and all the socials. Ladies, I hope you have a great 2021 and come see us, okay?
Thank you.
All
right.
Bye.
And we'll see all of you next time on another artist video blog at kick96country.com.